All right.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. I am Joe Prisco. I am joined by Benjamin Todd for our track and field program for our next installment of Blue Devils at Home. So, Benjamin, first off, how are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine, sir. I'm blessed.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, did you end up going back home to Illinois? How's everything there?
It's pretty cool over here. The city's starting to open up a little bit, but things are getting better.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see. We next get into how did your online classes and your finals go this year?
I finished. I'm blessed. I finished with all A's, 4.0 GPA.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
Did you enjoy the online classes, or was it a tough transition for you?
It was kind of shaky, but just steady emailing my professors, pushing my professors to help me more to get acclimated to the work so I can pass. So just staying focused and not losing not losing that focus that I would have in the classroom. Just translate it right to the computer.
Okay. How about this? How's your family doing?
Oh, they're fine. They're surviving too. They're trying to quarantine, stay in the house, and some are getting active. Some staying in the house.
I think we all are a little bit. We're all going a little stir crazy, but we know we got to keep social distancing for the good of the better society. So how about this? How has your summer gone?
My summer is going great. I can't complain. In the city of Chicago, I'm just happy that I'm breathing, because where I come from, not a lot of people can say that all the time. I've been training, so I'm happy about that. I'm training, getting ready, promise Coach Gay that I'm going to be ready for the season next year. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do, and just, trying to live.
Awesome. Awesome. Are you working anywhere right now?
I was currently working at FedEx. So I was working at FedEx for a little while, but then I just hopped right into training. I made that my job 24 hours a day.
No problem. It's totally understandable as a collegiate athlete. You have to balance so much, and hopefully you're getting a little downtime for yourself as well during the summer.
Yeah, I've been on my downtime. I've been teaching myself a couple things, how to cook for myself, learn how to cut my own hair, all type of new things. I'm trying to add, attributes to myself.
Awesome, awesome. So, what's the last thing you cooked, or what's the best thing that you cook?
The best thing I cooked is grilled chicken breast. Grilled chicken breast, yeah, with some asparagus on the side.
Sounds very healthy and very high in protein as well. So that's great, Benjamin.
I need to eat healthy more often.
Hey, I mean, as a college athlete, that's always really important. The fuel you put into your body and whatnot. So it's great that you learned that at a young age, and it just it's going to build well for you for not only the rest of your collegiate career as an athlete, but the rest of your life going forward as well. And this is going to be kind of a difficult one, but what was your initial feeling when you heard that track season had officially been canceled because of the coronavirus?
My heart was broken. I was really hurt because my first meet, I PR'd and I set a school indoor record for high jump. And that was just off the first meet. So, and then me and Coach Gay and the rest of my teammates, we was just building relays together, and things were really promising. And not only just me, but also for my teammates, I feel like all of us had a chip on our shoulder to the next meet, and literally 2 days before our meet, they canceled the whole season. So it was very, it really hurt me. But that I feel like that was to be positive about it. I feel like God was just giving me and my teammates more time so we can, produce better results for this upcoming season, hopefully.
That's a great positive attitude to have. Sound like you're a very positive guy, Benjamin. So,
sir, that track practice when everyone is sluggish, I feel like I'm the one that tries to get everybody. Let's keep going, because we're gonna get paid in the long run.
Exactly. That's a great attitude to have. How are you? Because obviously you're doing things to keep yourself in shape. How are you keeping yourself mentally sharp during this period of time?
Mentally sharp. I watch a lot of Malcolm X interviews. I watch a lot of Farrakhan interviews, just trying to hear, and also just keeping up with the news in general about what's going on and how our president is, and just trying to stay politics a little bit. Also, what I mentally do also is I draw. I draw,
Really?
write poetry, and I also customize shoes on the side too to, you know, keep my mind going, to have something to do other
Yeah.
than track. You know, because they always said too much of one thing could be bad for you.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, sir. So I also bike ride too.
Really? Man,
Yes, sir.
Benjamin, you are a very busy man of many, many talents. So, what do you like to draw?
Oh, I just draw anything that comes to my mind. Nothing specific. When I go on the paper, I just start doodling, and then next thing you know, it's a piece.
It's okay. Okay. Have you ever, like had any of your work displayed anywhere or anything else like that? Or you ever thought about that?
I actually have an art page I actually made on Instagram where I actually post my shoe customizations, shoe restorations, and my art.
Sure,
And some of my feelings too about what's going on in the country.
Sure. Do you want to give that, in case anyone that's listening in wants to?
For sure. It's at slim.theartist. SLIM.THEARTIST. Slim the artist.
Awesome. Awesome, Benjamin. We're trying to promote you a little bit too, because you're involved in so many different things. So that's wonderful. Let's see.
I also just opened up a little small business of myself called Slim's Cleaning Services, where, I actually go in and clean people's houses, basements. A lot of people's basements is unorganized, dirty. So I started a business where I basically clean all of that for people that don't have.
Wow. You are a man of many talents and all over the place, but you do everything with a smile too. That's wonderful, Benjamin.
I'm trying to make it.
Let's see. How have you been able to keep in touch with a lot of your teammates? Because once like the coronavirus hit, everyone kind of went their separate ways. You guys have regular group chats, or how you keep in touch with a lot of your teammates right now?
Oh yeah, I definitely keep in contact with all of my teammates. Some kind of drift away, no problems. It's just we in two different time zones. Illinois, half of everybody is in LA, Texas, Atlanta. So it's pretty widespread. But my main man, his name Willie McCauley, he gonna do Cody Branch. I always talk to them all the time. Those are my main guys. I love everybody, but they always calling me randomly, checking in on me. Same that I do to them. So, I try to keep in contact with everybody, and I also thank the seniors that were here. I always thank my former teammates that were seniors that graduated, because they kind of gave me the blueprint of how I should conduct myself on the team and just on campus in general. So I always give my thanks to them when I can.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I know that you mentioned so many different things you've gotten into. You didn't mention anything about any TV shows, movies, anything else. Is there anything that you've kind of picked up in that regard, or are you on the go so much that you haven't had a chance to do any of that yet? So,
well, if you know me on campus, everyone knows I'm a Dragon Ball Z head. I love Dragon Ball. I watch it 1,000 times. I don't care how many times I've seen it. I probably have watched, and and Malcolm X interviews and things of that nature. So I get best time. I ain't so serious all the time.
No problem. And you've mentioned so many different things. So if I had to kind of narrow you down, like, what do you think is the most interesting thing you've done since you've left campus here? What are you most proud of right now?
Learning how to cut my own hair. I did the math. I was giving barbershops about $1,000 a year. Now that's $1,000 in my pocket that I can use to generate more wealth for myself, or just in savings in general. So I'm just happy that I picked up on that skill. I'm not the best barber in the world, but I'm trying, and I'm just trying to do better and build myself up.
No problem. And believe me, it cannot be easy to cut your own hair too. So that's a skill in itself. Let's see. What's the first thing you're kind of looking forward to once we're no longer social distancing? Something maybe you haven't been able to do yet that you would like to be able to do soon.
go to the Shed Aquarium, go to the zoo. And I'm a nature boy. I love animals. I love nature. And going to the zoo is one of the things that I get just excited as a 5-year-old would. Life, other than, you know, Homo sapiens, I'm just interested in terrestrial life in general. And having the chance to observe that is very salubrious for me.
Well, hopefully you get the chance soon. I don't know how everything is in Illinois right now, but hopefully, you know, you'll get the chance at least before, you know, campus reopens to get out to the aquarium and out to the zoos and, you know, kind of, you know, see what's going on, you know, outside the walls and whatnot. So let's see. How long and when did you first start participating in track?
I was a sophomore in high school when I first started. I originally wasn't supposed to be a track athlete. I was originally a basketball player, but me being young, I kind of got caught up in some bad things in high school and made some decisions I shouldn't have made. I got kicked off the basketball team, and I just felt like God just gave me a second chance with track, and I just made sure I took the initiative. And like my granddad always says, apply yourself. So I just made sure I applied myself and made sure I got acclimated to the sport, and God blessed me to the point where I became a college athlete. So
awesome. And you mentioned basketball. Were basketball and track, were those your two sports? Or did you play a lot of sports growing up?
I played basketball my whole life. Track just became a miracle for me, actually. Really.
Okay. How about any football? Did you play any football growing up, or?
I actually did play football my senior year. It wasn't so much because I wanted to. My cousin, he actually got shot and killed. And
no.
he got shot and killed, and he was on the football team his senior year. But because of his murder, he wasn't able to finish. So out of respect for my cousin, I played my senior year.
Wow.
For him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is an awesome story, Benjamin. Obviously, I'm sorry about your cousin, but the fact that you were playing for him like that,
yeah.
Man.
I kind of sacrificed the first half of my track season just to honor him because, you know, I had a deep love for my cousin, and you know, it still affects me and the family that you know he's gone. So
yeah,
what I can.
Obviously, how did you first decide to attend Dillard?
Honestly, Coach Gay gave me a chance. Nobody else wanted to give me a chance. Nobody kind of, you know, pushed me to the side, and Coach Gay, you know, invested in me, and I'm forever grateful. So that's why Dillard was the main reason. I did want to seek out HBCUs in general, but I wanted to be an athlete, and due to my financial circumstances, you know, I had to have best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Gay gave me a chance, and I just don't want to let him down, and I won't let him down.
No, I know you're not gonna let him down, man. You're a very driven person. Had you ever been to New Orleans before? You know, previously, do you have any experience with this area, or you know how?
Oh, sure, I actually have family members that actually stay in Slidell.
Okay.
And in here in about 3-4 years ago, so I was pretty familiar with the territory. Still a lot of things I have to learn, though. I don't know everything.
Yeah.
I still learn about New Orleans.
Awesome. So, what's your favorite part about being at Dillard? And also, the second part of that question is, what's your favorite part about being part of the track and field program?
The best part about being at Dillard is I was born in July, so I just like the heat. I know everybody else hates it, embrace it, because in Chicago, it's a lot of you see a lot of dead trees. You see the grass is like silver. In New Orleans, everything is green. The sun is out, and it's the air smells better. Like I just like the environment, the scenery, the nature, the greenness of New Orleans. Yeah. And about being on the track and field team, I'm just happy that I get to run. I get to encourage my teammates to, you know, take advantage of the last few times we will ever be athletes again. So I just like the fact that I'm on the team and I'm able to contribute to the overall well-being on the team and just the athletic program in general.
And you seem like you're a very mature person, but even with that said, I'm sure you've kind of matured a little bit as a person since you arrived on campus. So, you know, as you look inwardly, how have you matured, like from the start of your freshman year to say now?
From the start of my freshman year, I was always an ancient person. I didn't have patience. You can ask Willie, like, Willie knows, like, have patience, especially when it came to track, because I'm kind of new to track. It was kind of frustrating because on the team, everybody else has a track background since they were children, like little children. And I just started compared to them, you know, 3 years earlier. So things that my teammates knew how to do, I lacked in. And so I just had to, what I learned, what Dillard taught me to gain patience. So I just always asking coach after practice, hey, I know we just came to the weight room, but is there any other things I can do to improve my start or just improve my cadences when I'm running or improve my stride? So I always try to do things. I just learned that I have to outwork just to keep working. There is no breaks.
You're soaking everything up like a sponge and you're asking for more. Those are great qualities, Benjamin. Great qualities indeed. You mentioned Dragon Ball Z is like your favorite TV show. Do you have a favorite actor or actress?
My favorite actor or actress, I'll say Lauren London. Lauren London, yeah, I love her. I like all her things. Other than that, I really don't have a. Denzel Washington, he was good when he played Malcolm X. So I got it. Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa. Okay. How about, do you have a favorite musical artist, act, or group?
Gerard Higgins, also known as Juice. I was heard about that when he passed away. When I heard about it, you know, I shed a tear because he was also a Chicago native, but he just had a sound that was just, you know, very unique to me, and I felt like he spoke to me. So yeah, Gerard Higgins, Juice WRLD, you know, R.I.P. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
How about do you have a favorite athlete?
Oh, my favorite athlete, hands down, for basketball wise, Michael Jordan. Never seen nothing like that. It was just greatness. Is the only thing I could say. As far as track and field, my two favorite athletes was Michael Johnson and Wade Van Niekerk.
Okay, awesome. Did you recently watch the 10-part special, Last Dance, on basically on Jordan and the Bulls, or?
The Last Dance was very educational for me. One of the main things that stood out when he was talking about his trials and tribulations with the Detroit Pistons, and how he said in the weight room where his trainer was saying that, you know, I gave Jordan 8 reps and Jordan did 12. And what stood out to me is when he said that I want to administer pain, I want to show, you know, that I can do this. And that's kind of the approach that I'm going to actually have next year, especially in the weight room and just in practice in general. You know, I feel like the NAI needs to feel me, and I just want to show, you know, what I've been working on, so that Dillard, I want to put Dillard back on the map.
You seem like you're a very determined, focused individual. That's great, Ben. It's just great. Let's see, what has been your favorite or the best class you've had so far at Dillard?
Can you repeat that?
What's been your favorite or the best class you've had so far at Dillard?
My favorite, best class. I'll say argument and research.
Okay.
The professor, his name was Stephen Rotolo. He actually, you know, aside from just English class, he brought more. He brought perspective as far as culture to the class on how he perceives things and how you can perception to arguments and also to reverse arguments. So it was it taught me more because I was able to, you know, talk my way out of situations that could have been more grave, especially in Chicago. That is those teachings actually helped me a lot.
Awesome. It's, you know, had some life lessons in it, so it's great. Let's see. What is your favorite or the best meal in your opinion on campus?
On campus?
On campus or off campus? We can go either way. Whichever way you want to answer that. If you've got like a favorite meal in the area.
Best food in New Orleans I've tasted that was just heavenly, I say, is Mother's. Chicken, the fried chicken, the biscuits. It was like Popeyes on steroids. Like,
Wonderful. Um,
Never forget those days. Also I can't shout out to Pizza Hut. Every day, me, Willie, and Jeremiah was hungry at 3 a.m. Pizza Hut was always there. So can't never count them out.
how about this one? Who is, in your opinion, I know there could be many people to answer this one, but your favorite teammates or teammate? Who is your favorite, your funniest teammate, or, among the group of track, or it could be maybe another athlete from another team?
I feel like I love all my teammates. I believe that we all can produce, and I have a good relationship with every one of my teammates. And everyone has laughs, and everyone has their crazy moments. But I love all my teammates. I really don't have favorites.
Okay, now how about, is there a funniest one, or is there anyone that's funnier than the rest of them, or are you all pretty funny? You guys get together?
I feel like all of us, when we're in practice, we all are just joking. And it was a time where, Coach, I guess, was giving us evaluations, and we were all at the long jump pit, and we all making jokes, and we was joking around so much that we even had made Coach Gay do a long jump. It's all love, funny. But I say Jalen was one of the people that really had me on the floor laughing a lot.
Okay, how about this one? If you could have dinner with any historical figure or figures, who would you like to have dinner with?
Malcolm X Shabazz. If it wasn't, I'll have dinner with him because, coming back second semester, I was really, like you said, I had to learn how to mentally discipline myself. So instead of, going out all the time, I started reading books, and I ended up reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. And reading through his trials and tribulations in life actually inspired me to actually convert to the Muslim religion, to the religion of Islam. And so, if it wasn't for him, I would have made one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. So I want to have dinner with Malcolm X.
Okay, that's a great answer. Let's see. And you've talked about so many talents that you have, so I feel like this question's already been answered, but I'll ask you anyway. Is there any hidden talents that you have that not a lot of people know about you?
I feel like I just expose myself with all the talents I have. But I say I'm an open ear. I'm easy to talk to. You can call me a diary or whatnot. I have the talent of able to listen and actually, understand people.
Okay. Are there any pre-meet rituals you always do before every meet in order to get yourself in the right headspace and whatnot?
What I do the night before, I go get a pedicure. I get my feet cleaned up. I don't want no bunions and stuff before I put my spikes on, so my feet won't be hurting. And I get some pasta, eat me some pasta, and just sit back and watch film until I go to sleep, and then just wake up in the morning.
Okay. And obviously right now you're, in college, but, once you graduate and you're out in the real world, what's the thing you're looking forward to spending your first big paycheck on, or maybe save it?
I'm going to save it. And I'm trying to become a physical therapist. So my next goal is just grad school.
Okay.
So I just plan to save my money so I'll be able to pay for graduate school.
Okay. Say you're inducted into the Hall of Fame, whether it's Dillard Hall of Fame, your high school Hall of Fame, or your work Hall of Fame. Who are some people you would thank in your Hall of Fame speech?
I would thank the village because, the village raises the child in general. I'm a young adult, but on Dillard campus, I was just a freshman. I was just a baby. So I'm just being humble, and everyone that has taught me, ranging from the seniors all the way up to the highest person in staff at Dillard University. They all have taught me and guided me through this process until I walk across the stage in the class of 2023.
Nice. And I feel as if you're probably a person that started very young working. So what was your first ever job, Benjamin?
I was actually at a shop. An old man, his name, I thank him every day. His name was Mr. H. I worked in it was an abandoned shoe shop in Chicago, but the local people would come by, and he taught me how to paint shoes, shine shoes, clean shoes. just in general, restoring shoes. And when I actually broke away from that, I was able to, that's why I actually started doing shoes. And now it's actually become a financial asset to me and just a hobby in general. I think hemp be something that can stick with me for the rest of my life, and I can pass on to my children and so forth.
Okay. What place have you always wanted to see that you haven't seen yet?
Bora Bora. The island is very, very pretty. I just gorgeous.
Okay. And I know Chicago's a big city. There's a lot going on. But when you talk about the city, what are you most proud of from your hometown? Like when you're bragging on it?
The work ethic. In Chicago, there's no handouts, and especially for African Americans, you got to work twice as hard. So I just like the grit and work ethic. The way how we exploit our good, not just track. People in Chicago have that mindset where we have to, never get off that horse.
What's one thing that maybe people misunderstand most about you?
I feel like some people think that I work too much, or I'm too indulged in what I do, and to the point where some people feel like, Ben is a robot. Ben doesn't have any feelings. But that's okay though. Once you get to know me, I'm one of the most genuine me.
Okay. What is something in your life that you cannot live without?
That I cannot live without? How am I supposed to say this? I can't live without God. God is what always stays with me. I can't live without him. Allah is my Lord and Savior. He guides me through my worst of storms. Okay. I could be now as long as God is with me. I'm
And this will be the last question. I appreciate you answering all the rest of them. So you mentioned that physical therapy is your major, right? It's your major, right? That's correct, Benjamin?
I'm majoring in public health with a concentration of health science.
Okay. And once you graduate, what would you like to do with your degree?
I'm going to use that to apply to grad school, and I'm on the side, I'm going to try to use that to build some awareness businesses to educate impoverished neighborhoods, especially on behalf of African-American impoverished neighborhoods, about just health issues in general, safe sex, just disease, and how to prevent those things. And just also with coronavirus going around in impoverished communities, and because what I see on the media, wear a mask, but there's not a lot of education on how to build your immune system up.
Yeah.
So those things I would do with my degree while I pursue my physical therapy career.
Awesome. Well, Benjamin, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. Especially, I know how, especially after talking to you, I know how busy you are with all the things you have going on. So I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. So thank you very much.